All right, welcome back to another horrible video. And I'm a PC flipper. And in today's video, I'm exploring an idea I have. I'm trying something completely different. Normally, I'll hunt for the best deals on the used market, picking up GPUs and CPUs and other parts for cheaper prices to maximize my profit. I even dip in the new market when the deal is right. But today, I'm thinking bigger. What if I took a page out of the playbook of retailers and big PC building companies? Instead of constantly searching for individual deals, what if I bought in bulk and just like these companies do to get their parts cheaper because they order directly from distributors and manufacturers, allowing them to build and sell PCs at a good profit margin. I don't have any of those kind of connections, so I went to the next best place, and that is AliExpress. Now, I did check out Alibaba, but they expect you to buy massive quantities to get real discounts, and I wanted to start smaller. So AliExpress was the next best option. And the cool thing about AliExpress is they offer coupons. So basically, the more you spend, the better coupon you can apply, and the better the discount on products, meaning I can manage to bring the cost down still. So that's exactly what I did. Instead of building one off PCs with random deals I find, I'm testing the idea of batch flipping, building and selling the same PC over and over to create a continuous flip. The goal is to sell quickly, ideally within a week or two, and to keep reinvesting. Now, I might lose out on the absolute lowest price I get from deal hunting, but I'll make that up for basically flipping more PCs and faster. In today's video, I'm basically going to break down everything I did, how I came upon these parts, how I bought them, how I used coupons from AliExpress. So, yeah, follow my journey and let's get it. All right, so here's all the parts I got. I'm gonna get in a better position because I gotta build three PCs, and yeah, I'm gonna go over everything. All right, so before I get into the building process and the testing process, I do want to go over some things, all the parts that I got. Now, this entire haul cost me $1,231 and some change, and technically that's cheaper than an RTX 5080 on release date from some of the suppliers. So that's crazy. You can build three PCs for the same price as a 5080. Now all the parts are pretty much the same. There are some things that I had to basically do to make this cheaper. Now, AliExpress has coupons, and I got this entire haul on New Year's Day. So they have some New Year's Day saving on top of those coupons. Now, I did mess up because my plan was to get an $80 coupon and a $50 coupon and buy all those parts. But it was New Year's Day. And it did start like at 2 o'clock where I am. And I was a little tipsy, so I didn't understand the assignment, and basically I couldn't get all the discounts that I wanted to. Basically, I thought if I just had all my parts and then the list, and then when I go to checkout, it will automatically apply. It didn't automatically apply. You actually had to pick your discounts and basically click it and to claim it. And yeah, everybody had the same idea I had on New Year's Day, and I could only get an $80 and a $20. But I did manufacture my own $50. I basically took that $20 from AliExpress, took the fans that I got off of AliExpress, took them off of my cart, went to Amazon because I did have $30 in rewards, and bought my fans from Amazon. They came out to like $12 and some change. But basically, all the parts are pretty much the same, and I did have to take some liberty. The first part is the CPU, and it is the Ryzen 5 3600. Um, Next is the GPU. They're all the same. They're from Mills. Now, during their first during their New Year's Day savings, they did have some from Solioid that was 138. but they sold out super quick, just like the RTX cards, and I couldn't get one, so I went to Mills, which was 148. So I did technically could have saved more if I was faster on the trigger. Um, and then with the cases, I did plan on getting all the same cases, but I was gonna get a white one and do an all white build, and that's why I actually have like white RAM in this case. I'm not going to switch them out. I'm just going to use them as white RAM. One of the PCs going to look a little funny, and I did get this case because I wanted to try it out. The cases were around like $32, but this one came out to like $42, and I'm kind of mad because this case did come a little dented, but and I don't know. I just don't really like them. They're all small cases, so they're smaller than the smallest form factor. That doesn't matter because of the motherboards. All right. So another thing I did mess up was on the motherboards. Now I did get this motherboard, and it is not bad. They're all B550s,
B450s.
AM4. But these ones only has 2 RAM slots, and at the last second, so these came on my first order, and the last second I saw these ones. They were only $3 more, but they come with 4 RAM slots. And then the CPU, they come instead of a 4-pin, they actually come with an 8-pin. So I wish I would have just got all of these ones on my second order. I did pick this one up. So yeah, this one's gonna go into this case. But yeah, I just wish, just because it has all the 4, but they still both have SSDs connected to them. And yeah, you do have to add a battery. And lastly, it is the power supplies. Now I had an idea on power supplies. I was going to get them off of Newegg, and I did get them off of Newegg. There were some power supplies, 650 watts for $42 and some change. That's even after taxes. But then I saw these power supplies on AliExpress, and I couldn't fit them into the coupons just because they weren't allowed to be placed on the coupons. But I don't recommend you buying your power supplies off of AliExpress. Like this one is a Pivia Prestige power supply, 80 plus gold, and it was only $36, and it was a one-time deal. And the problem with it is it didn't come with a tracking number, and so I didn't know like if I was gonna get them. I might have got scammed. And then I like reached out to them, the people that sold them, and they was just like, be patient, they're coming. And I'm like, oh, I got scammed. So I also talked to AliExpress. AliExpress was like, we understand, so just give them to that date. And surprisingly, they just showed up randomly on different dates at my house. So yeah, I don't recommend it just because you didn't get a tracking number. It was just weird. But I did have that backup plan with the $42 supplies I actually use in other builds. And yeah, so I got a Solomon 80 plus gold Gigamax 600 watt, and I got a Prestige 600 watt. And then I also got this STF Sky Wind Intel. Now I have tried these power supplies before. This one's a little different. It's 550 watts, but I don't think I'm gonna have any problem with this power supply. Plus they're cheaper bills. But yeah, if you can find a cheaper power supply off of Newegg or Amazon for like under $45, I'll go that route just because you know that you're definitely going to get it. Don't go with the power supplies on AliExpress. So yeah, these are all the parts. I did have to buy fans separate because the cases don't come with fans, and CPU coolers, which I don't recommend CPU coolers on AliExpress either. I found these CPU coolers on Newegg, and the reason why I don't really recommend the AliExpress ones because they all come with like either 2 heatsink pipes, and when you click on them you think you're getting it cheaper, but there's just 2 heatsink pipes instead of 4 heatsink pipes. These ones have 3 heatsink pipes, so I think they're going to cool better than some of the 2 heatsink pipes, and they were only $12.99 each off of Newegg. Like I said, all in all, the price of this was $1,231. All right, just to show y'all the settings on Call of Duty. Now I'm rendering the resolution at 1080p. It says custom preset, but it's at balance when it says custom preset because I'm rendering at 1080p. There is no upscaling, that's off. The FSR 3 generations off, and yeah, you can see what it is. We're gonna see how well it is test out.
Mission.
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
That's definitely not ours. Dang, somebody got killed in here. Somebody about to get a nuke. Am I about to get a nuke? Y'all never see if I get nuke. Dang, bro. Again, like every single one of them. And they came in late. They came in late and they started whooping us. Yo. Hey, they came in. Like, if they would have started the game, we would have had no chance. They just stayed in here. Look at this guy. He's just... Well, that's Call of Duty, and we did end up winning, and we averaged 112. So we're gonna start this. It's 1080p AMD FSR on and the medium preset. And let's just see how this one goes. At super resolution at 80%. So. Really, this guy really be wanting. Why me? Like, you just going for easy kills, bro. Like, come on now. Switch to somebody else. As you can see, at 1440p on high settings, the average actually 64, which I'm surprised. I accidentally kept it on 1440p. I didn't know. I didn't switch it to 1080p, but I'm gonna try on 1080p to see how much of a frame difference do we get. But average is 64 frames with FSR 2.1 on and at high settings. You can play this game decently. Now, all right, now that we switched it to 1080p, and we actually got an average of 89, almost 90. Yeah, this is a 1080p card, but that's with FSR, so it's not your natural resolution, but with a little bit of upscaling, you can have a fun time with this game. So whatever it recommended 66 resolution, FSR, sure, we'll put that on, and then everything at high, and it is 1080p. So yeah, with FSR on 1080p, it did average 86, and that is completely playable. Hey man, the RX 5700 XT, this build strikes again. It's give you great. All right, all right. So you just saw most of the gameplay on this one. Before I show you some gameplay on one of the other ones, I just want to talk about just some of the problems that I had with AliExpress, because you can't have problems. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. One, this came with a dent, and I'm not returning it just to wait another month for another case. It did come with a dent in it. Also, I didn't really like this case that much. It did run hot with all the with everything in it. It does look nice only because of the motherboard that I put in there. But like I said before, just upgrade to that motherboard. And this one behind me is what, but what I can say is I do like this style just a little bit more than the other one. The other one's a lot more open. You can see at different angles, especially when I get the RGB on these cases working, because that's another oversight I overlooked. Was the RGB in there? I did not get RGB hubs. I did pay for some RGB hubs, so yeah, they're coming in. They were only $5, and it's only gonna take a week for them to come in. They're actually gonna come in, I think, around well this week coming up from AliExpress, and then I'm gonna put them in and I'm gonna list them for sale for that 550. So so I think this is the moment where a lot of PC flippers come to, is that fork in the road if they want to continue flipping PCs. This month has been bad for me, not in the PC line, just personally. I caught the flu early on in the month, had a couple of birthdays I had to go to. Then I caught pneumonia from eating and laughing. Food went down the wrong pipe. So I've been dealing with pneumonia. On top of that, PCs have been kicking me in the butt. Yeah, you only saw two that was built. The third one, the CPU was faulty in it. So I'm waiting for the CPU to come back from AliExpress. It was a quick process. I just actually hit return. They gave me my refund, and then I just bought another one same day. So that's not a problem. But then, when you're trying to keep up with PC flipping, you go for other graphics cards and stuff like that. And I just had a faulty graphics card come in that I can't return. Surprisingly, it's not really faulty. It works flawlessly. Like, I have put it through the ringer. I have played games, but it just has coil whine, and that's just kind of hard for people to understand coil whine, and kind of hard to sell in a PC. So I built a whole PC around it already, waiting for some other parts to come in. Maybe I could salvage it by putting a different GPU into that type of PC, and then selling that 6800 XT. That's the graphics card I'm talking about. Actually, this one with coil wine. But yeah, sell this, maybe get some money back. But the good thing is, if I do sell these three PCs fast enough, they are going to give me a profit of over 1600, which I used the profit I made with 1200 to build these PCs, so that 400 will kind of negate that. But I don't know if I want to keep flipping PCs the way that I do, because I've been taking on a lot of large projects. I've been continuously building them, and I'm not waiting until one sells. I'm constantly buying, flipping, and trying to do that stuff. And it just feels bad sometimes when you're sitting on PCs and it's not selling, or you're just dealing with customers. And so, yeah, is the money really worth it? Because I do have two jobs. I was trying to quit one job and do this one, and this can make up the money that I make. But just working that job 2 days out of the week, which I work more than 2 days out of the week, just working 2 days out of the week, I make more money in a month than doing these flips, just because you're sitting constantly. But if these do flip fast, I might try to do another line of the same type of build and continuously flip them. Maybe if I can keep moving them fast enough, it'll work out. But I don't know, because my market isn't the great market. If you were in a great market, then yes, PC flipping is great for you. My market, people don't really understand PCs as much here, or they don't do as much research. And one people I do not like dealing with, the ones that want to come to your house and look at the PC, like, or they want you to come to their house. Like, I trust nobody. Really, I'm not going to your house, and I'm not letting you come to my house. I do give people return policies, and in the I send them through Messenger after they purchase them. I let them know, look. What I meant to say was, I give them a date and 2-week warranty to return it for anything, if anything's wrong, or if they just don't want it at all, because PCs ain't for everybody. But yeah, I'm just at that fork in the road. Don't know if I want to continue this kind of thing. I still like making PCs. I still like troubleshooting PCs. It's fun. Optiplexes is the fun ones to do, just to see how things work with them and just testing out. I love that part of PCs. And if I do kind of slow down or quit, I'll probably hate that thing. But I'm thinking, like, maybe I just have one PC at a time. Also, the game is getting deep, and there is a lot of tryhards. There's a lot of sweat. And do not, if you get into PC flipping, don't look into other people's pockets and see what they're doing. look at your market and see what you're capable of doing and understand that before getting into PCs. And that's basically just what I wanted to say at the end of this because I think the PCs speak for themselves. This is the Meta PC 3600, 5700 XT. You can get all your parts from AliExpress. And yeah, so just check the description for all the parts. And it is your boy, Chef. Or are you a dad? And yeah, this is the video.